Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here tonight with a quick update of what I've been doing over about the past month. I know we've had Christmas and a couple of holidays come through, but I'm finally getting back to the layout. And the big news is my Coke Express train is starting to look pretty good. I have 9 cars done finally, and hopefully be doing a bunch more coming up soon. So we're just gonna take a look at some of these. Now these are all prototype cars. I got pictures off of railroadpicturearchives.net and I created the decals, and I had Matthew at Circus City Decals print all these decals for me, and then I went and put them on and weathered the cars up. As you can see, there's also the 3D extension pieces that I have 3D printed and have those on some of the cars, and I've been testing with different weathering techniques on the best way I want to do to make these cars look realistic. So we're going to go through and sort of look at each car one by one and compare it to the prototype, and just to get an idea of what everything looks like. Hey guys, we're at the workbench now. I decided that we're just going to take a look at the couple of the best cars that I've done so far. And starting off, we're going to do 297309. The picture should be shown up in the corner of the screen. This is modeled after a prototype car I found online, and I made sure to try to get as close to the stencil fonts as possible. If you also notice that the weights for the car are actually correct as what's on the prototype. The F plate, I created that decal and had that printed, and then I also created this decal over here, which is as correct as I could see. Now, the one thing that was unfortunate is that there's actually a 1.5 inch tread shoes that is going to be on this side of the car and that side of the car. But unfortunately, those decals were so small that it did not come out in the printing, so I was unable to add them. But with doing the realistic weathering of acrylics and powders for the trucks and the wheels and also the car body, I think that this makes a really good representative model. The next car here, which is 297631, is a little more of a unique car that I'm going to be modeling in the fact that it has little grayed out boxes over some of the black boxes, and that's where I recreated some of that here with airbrushing. It didn't really turn out too well on the F plate, which is alright. But also, as shown in the model photo, you have white lettering for the numbers, and then still the same patch or same decals over here. And again, I couldn't fit the tread shoe condition on, so I had to just leave that one empty. But overall, I think it looks really realistic and a good representation of what the real prototype car is. The third car I'm going to show you here is 297644. This picture was taken in Akron, Ohio on the CSX Newcastle sub. I cannot give any credit to myself. It is definitely Richard's photo. But in terms of trying to recreate this model, I did a little bit of oil work to try to give this a little more rusty color. As you can see, the 44 is a little bit different than the 29 and 76, which is what I wanted to recreate. And also, I have the correct numbers here for the correct load weights. The final car I'm going to show you tonight is 802101. This is again a prototype photo, which should be coming on the screen shortly. But the cool thing about this is that you have a bunch of, looks like burn marks from when the Coke was loaded and it was super hot, which I recreated there. I was also able to get the correct numbers down here, and then I also added the HL logo. If anyone knows what that is, please, I would love to know that. And then I also gave this a nice weathering to make it look old like the prototype. And now to end the video, I'm just going to do a quick run by of all the cars in the train so far for my CSX Newcastle sub Coke Express train.